Hello class 7, welcome back. I am again back with biology chapter number 1, that is the tissues, and I hope all of you must have watched the first video where I have already introduced the first chapter, and you must have seen there that I have explained about the cell, also defined what is tissue, okay, and I have also explained you what is the organization living, what organization in a living being. Okay, now we will move further, and here we are going to deal with plant tissues. Now there are basically two types of plant tissues, as I have already mentioned in the previous video. That is, the main two types of plant tissues are meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Please note down that you should write the correct spelling of these terms. Okay. Now what are meristematic tissue? Meristematic tissues are those tissues which have cells which are actively dividing. Actively dividing means it keeps on multiplying very fast. Okay. Whereas in case of permanent tissues are those tissues which have cells which do not divide. It remains same. Means they don't divide. Cells are present there, in this tissue, cells are there, but then they don't divide, but they contribute in some other way. Okay, so we have got to know what is meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissues are those group of cells which actively divide, whereas permanent tissues are those cells which do not divide. Okay, now what do you think? This meristematic tissues will be present where? Which part of the plant it will be present? If you think little analytically, then you will find, then as I said, that this type of tissues are having cells which actively divide. That means this type of tissues will help in the growth. Okay, growth of certain plant parts of plant. Now based on that, these type of tissues will be present on different locations. That is, now, meristematic tissues are of three types. What are they? Apical meristematic tissue. Apical meristematic tissue means what? With the word apical or apex means these type of tissues, apical tissues are present at the tip of the plant parts. Okay, like for example, it will be present at the tip of the roots, at the tip of the stem, branches, etc. Okay. So, apical meristematic tissues will be present at the tip of the parts of the plant. Then we move to the next type of meristematic tissue. It is lateral meristematic tissue. Okay. Now lateral meristematic tissues will be present at the side of the parts of plant. Like for example, in case of trunk, in case of stem. Okay. So these kind of tissues will be present. So at the lateral surface. Meristematic tissues are present at the lateral surface of the plant parts. Then we have third type of meristematic tissue, that is called intercalary meristematic tissue. Okay, intercalary meristematic tissue. Intercalary meristematic tissues are present where? They are present between the spaces of where permanent tissues are present. Now this type of tissues will be present in the permanent tissues. Like in permanent tissues there are certain spaces. This type of tissues will be present in between the spaces of the permanent tissues. Okay. am writing permanent tissues. So intercalary tissues will be present between the spaces of permanent tissues, right? So let's try to recap it again. Meristematic tissues are of three types: apical meristematic tissue, lateral meristematic tissue, and intercalary meristematic tissue. Apical meristematic tissues are present at the tip of the parts of the plant, that is, in case of roots, tip of the root, it is present at the tip of the branches, at the tip of the stem. Okay. Then come to the lateral meristematic tissue. These type of tissues are present at the lateral surface, that is at the side, and that's how the width of the stem also increases. Because of these type of tissues, the width is increasing. Okay. Intercalary meristematic tissues, these are the tissues which are present in between the spaces of the permanent tissues. Okay, so I hope you have understood what is meristematic tissue and their types. Now in this video, only this much, and what you can do is you can read the topic, it is given there in your book, and you can try to understand, underline the hard words if you come across, and you can write me in the comment box if you have any doubt, anything you want to ask me related to these topic. I will definitely answer your questions. Till then, take care. Bye bye.